Kathleen Kennedy has spent years trying to go ahead and convince everyone that the Rey movie matters, okay? Now, when she brought Daisy Ridley back on stage at the Star Wars Celebration 2023 and hyped it as the next big chapter in Star Wars, fans were already skeptical. Now, here we are 2 years later, and there's still no finished script. The Rey movie doesn't have a release date, there's no production timeline, and every new update sounds like more stalling, okay? Now, Kathleen Kennedy keeps insisting it's moving forward, but there's no sign of progress. And this is exactly what people have come to expect from Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy once again. Announcements with no follow-up and another Rey movie that nobody asked for. Okay, so before we continue, I want to let you all know my Discord server is finally finished. Go ahead and click on the link to follow that and to join it. And also, please forgive me for all the throat clearing I'm doing, because this heat dome is not making my seasonal change allergies any better. Okay, so after multiple announcements and delays, the Rey movie remains in development limbo. Now, first it was scheduled for 2025 this year, then it was delayed to 2026, then it was removed from the calendar altogether. Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy can't seem to push anything into completion. She says still happening, but there's no evidence of any real progress. Now, Disney keeps pretending like this is still a major priority, and Kathleen Kennedy has cycled through several writers. Each time the script stalls, they bring in someone new. The latest name was Stephen Knight, as you all know, and before that, others were working on it and quietly removed it. And none of it sticks. The Rey movie has gone nowhere because, simply put, they don't know what story to tell. Now, they're not building on fan interest. They're simply chasing something that doesn't exist anymore. And that's nothing new right there. This is Star Wars, but reports about the status of the Rey movie are inconsistent. One scooper says it's shelved. Another says it's still being written, okay? Now, Lucasfilm insiders claim that it's not on hold. They insist it's just waiting for a script. That's the same excuse they gave in 2023. 2 years later, they're still using it. Kathleen Kennedy has created a cycle where there's always a delay, always an excuse, and no final product, okay? Now, one of the insiders said the movie is being actively written. That term doesn't mean anything at this point, okay? It's been actively written for over the past 2 years. The original team is gone, the replacement team didn't work out, and there's still no completed draft, okay? Now, Kathleen Kennedy keeps saying the Rey movie is a top priority, but there's nothing to show for it, okay, except broken deadlines, all right? And now we're hearing that there's more than one Rey movie in development. Now, that claim makes no sense whatsoever when they haven't even written one script. Now, Lucasfilm hasn't delivered a single finished story since the announcement itself. Saying there are multiple Rey projects without finishing the first is just noise. And Kathleen Kennedy uses announcements as a distraction from the fact that nothing is finished, okay? But simply put, Kathleen Kennedy has done this before. You see, she announces projects, attaches big names to them, and then those projects vanish. It happened with Rogue Squadron. It happened with the Rian Johnson trilogy, thank goodness. And it happened with Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie as well. Thank goodness for that too. Now, the Rey movie is following the same pattern. It gets attention when it's announced, but after that, well, there's no progress at all. Now, some media outlets are spinning this delay like it's a good thing, apparently. You see, they're saying that the Rey movie being stalled shows that Lucasfilm cares about quality. That particular argument falls apart when you realize how long it's been. 2 years with no script doesn't show commitment at all. It actually shows dysfunction, okay? Now, Kathleen Kennedy has no plan, but the Access Media still defends her, okay? And that's saying a lot right there, but there's no widespread interest in seeing Rey again, okay? Audiences rejected the direction of the sequel trilogy. The Rey Skywalker name was mocked. The Palpatine twist was rejected. And even fans who liked The Last Jedi didn't like The Rise of Skywalker. The character does not generate excitement. The Rey movie is being forced on an audience that has already moved on. Okay. Now, if Lucasfilm wanted to go ahead and rebuild trust, they could just go ahead and cancel the Rey movie, admit it didn't work, acknowledge the lack of fan support, say they're shifting focus to something else. Okay. Now, that kind of honesty would help the brand, but Kathleen Kennedy won't let it go. You see, she's too invested in the character. She keeps dragging it forward without results, all right? And that's saying a lot right there. Now, Kathleen Kennedy still thinks she can reshape the franchise around Rey. She brought Daisy Ridley back in a public event. She hired a director, an activist director with a political resume instead of storytelling background. And this not about building Star Wars. It was about checking boxes. The Rey movie wasn't created based on demand. It was built to prove a point. Now, Kathleen Kennedy keeps repeating the same mistakes. She announces the projects and then stall them. Lucasfilm ignored fan feedback. They pick directors and writers who don't align with the source material. Now, the Rey movie is just another example. No script, no timeline, no audience demand, but they won't stop pushing it at all, okay? Now, there are still defenders of the Rey movie who say Lucasfilm just needs more time, that Rey is the future of Star Wars. But they've already had their time. They've had 3 movies to make her work. They put her toys in toys, books, commercials, and theme parks. The response was lukewarm. It didn't connect. Now, Kathleen Kennedy oversold and underdelivered. A better direction would have been to focus on new characters, okay, with stories that respect the foundation. Instead, they're clinging to a trilogy that split the fan base. Now, they won't move forward at all. They just simply recycle the same pieces. Now, the Rey movie has no support because people already know what it represents. It's not new. It's not exciting. It's just another start idea, okay? Now, Kathleen Kennedy and her strategy hasn't worked at all. Not with the Rey movie, not with any of the other failed projects. Now, the longer they delay it, the worse. They're not building interest. They're avoiding accountability. If this movie ever gets made, it won't be because the fans asked for it. It will be because Kathleen Kennedy simply refuses to walk away from her own decisions, okay? Now, the Rey movie itself is just another reminder of what happens when a fan base is driven by branding instead of a story. You see, 2 years and no results. Kathleen Kennedy had every opportunity to change course, okay? She chose to stay on the same path altogether. Fans see that, audiences feel it. I mean, that's why there's no excitement at all. And that's why there's no momentum. And that's why the Rey movie, like everything else under Kathleen Kennedy's control, is stuck in place. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed or sharing this video. Please forgive me for all the throat clearing. This mucus is really killing me right now. If you enjoyed or sharing the video, smash that like button, share the video far wide across social media. Subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for future uploads notifications. Join my Discord channel as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.